So, do you always dress like a little snappy, or?
This is my first time putting a suit on. Like, if I go to church, I'm probably have some jeans and a polo shirt. But this is my first time putting a suit on, though.
Why was that important to you to kind of show out a little bit?
I mean, because it's a special event, just to be able to come out here and represent the team. So, I had to put on for my group. That's it.
I think I thought it was pink before I saw it. Would you say it's peach?
Yeah, it's a little peach color. Peach. I ain't really look. I just went to a men's warehouse and, I got it fitted and tailored and stuff like that. Had to put something together, though. Got to.
What's this offseason been like? Coach Norvell said he's been thrilled with what you guys have done this offseason. Have you seen any difference from maybe a year ago?
Yeah, I seen a big difference. Honestly, it's just like everybody locked in and we all looked in the mirror and seen what last year was and what it could have been, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't take it for granted no more. Like, we all working. Leaders are leading, and everyone that's not a leader, they following. Everybody committed to the process that we got going. So that's our main thing. Just going in the games like together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always, like last year, it was always like it was kind of off. But this year, I feel like we got that confidence. We can trust. We done been around the players that's been here last year and the guys that came back. We all got that, togetherness. So we just got to go in as one and just, pull out the victories.
Did you see that coming together last season when you guys started winning games?
I mean, it was kind of rough at first when we started off 0-4 or whatever, but we got closer though. I can honestly say we definitely got closer, and like we all looked in the mirror and was like, this is what it is, and we got to make some changes. And shoot, this off season, coach them went out searching, looking, finding them, getting them, bringing them in, and we loaded right now. Everybody, every group, you got like 20 guys and it's competing. You only can start at DB. You only can start 4 to 5, and it's like 20 of us. So everybody working. Nobody's being complacent, and that's my main thing. Being complacent. You just it's easy to. Since it's my 4th year, it's easy to like figure out like I got it all together. But no, I'm trying to better myself as a leader, and the film room, just be a film junkie and stuff. That's my main thing. Cause football easy. It's not hard. It's just being committed to it and making sacrifices. That's my main thing. And I see that's changing us as a team for sure.
Last season, you guys had a lot of close losses. Towards the end of the game, how do you guys finish those close games and turn close losses into close wins?
Like I was saying, just everybody got to be together, and you got to be locked in. Because it was, like you said, it was every game we really lost, it was like small games. We probably lost by a touchdown or something. And one little play or 2 plays, small little mistakes, it cost us the game, And we looked at it, each other in the mirror and ourselves in the mirror, and noticed like this is what it is, and this is what we got to go do. So we just all got to be locked in and committed to it. That's what I feel like.
Big playability at wide receiver was lacking last year. You brought in 3 quality players from the transfer portal.
Ain't gonna lie, they brought in like 5.
Yeah.
We got a lot of receivers, and just like going through PRPs and those 7-on-7 and stuff, just seeing like, okay, they got guys coming. It's gonna be some competition. Like in one-on-ones every day, it's gonna be competition. They got 20 guys, we got 20 guys. They probably got like 30 now. I don't know, but I know they got a lot of guys, and we looking for playmakers, and that's what coach them went out and did, and just putting it together, putting everything together, putting all the pieces together.
Has anyone stood out to you on that side of the ball as far as a wide receiver?
Shoot, boy. Winston, he had an injury, but I already knew what he was capable of before. Like, I played in the All-Star game with him, and when he first we was doing some work like the first couple months he was there until he got injured. Michael Pittman, you got Keyshawn, he's still there. Pokey, Ontario Wilson, shoot. I ain't gonna lie, we really loaded, and we just got to put it together and go out there and make plays. Like, we all capable of making plays. We just got to make them on that Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? When the lights on, you got to make them plays then. So that's the thing we just got to do. But I'm definitely confident in just like the changes that we've made, just the recruiting and stuff like that. I'm very confident in it.
Who's the most challenging 1v1 guy right now for you?
Receiver?
Yeah. Who's the most fun to go up with?
That's a good one. I mean, Keyshawn, I'll say like Keyshawn just because like most guys in the slot, like that's when I come down to play a man on slot, I'm really gonna be man on like quick, fast guys. You know what I'm saying? So that quick twitchness and stuff that I can work on against like Keyshawn with all the twitchness he got, it's just it bettered my game, and that's all I'm trying to do. Like I want to be in those messed up positions where it's hard and it's challenging. And shoot, coach them went and got a lot of receivers and they subbing in, them boys fresh. I might be a little gassed, but guess what? I got to lock in. And that's the main thing, just locking in when I'm tired, locking in when it's hard. You feel me?
What does Randy Shannon bring now to the defense with a new title and his ability to help out?
Coach Shannon a wizard. He a wizard to the game. Like, they going to come to him and approve of like a call or this is how. Yeah, like he's very respected. Like I didn't really like know Coach Shannon until he got here, but I knew of him. But when he got here, I did my research and it all came together. Like, yeah, he know what he's talking about, and we gonna trust in him for sure.
I know you took your time, kind of didn't announce you were coming back till pretty close to the draft deadline. Did that come down to you? Was that coming back of boosting your draft stock? Was that about kind of wanting to leave the program better than you found it? Maybe a little bit of both.
Honestly, both. Like wanting to better my situation and my family situation, and also the program. And like when I was a senior in high school, like we won a state championship. I'm a senior in college now, so I want to go. I got goals and aspirations. I want. You feel me? I want to go win national championship, ACC, all that. And then just after the season and when I'm done. I'm hanging it up and I'm gonna be confident. Like this past season, I wasn't that confident. Like just finishing with the season, how the season went, and knowing I could have did some stuff better, just this year, the year I'm locked in for sure, and it's all in for sure.
The tone feels better this year than it was a year ago. The tone?
Yeah.
Is it togetherness? Is it better?
It's the oneness. It's the oneness. That's what we always preach in our group, like being one. Like everybody can't be a leader, and coaches call on me to be that leader, and it's like, okay, I'm not just born to be just a leader, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, but I'm a leader in a sense. Like I lead by example. Sometimes I'll say something, and when I'm saying something is when I really need to say something, you know what I'm saying? But you got those other leaders that's just like, that's vocal. I'm not a vocal leader, I like to lead by example, but I feel like we all coming together, and that's what we preaching, that oneness, just to be together. Because at the end of the day, you can't have an ego playing DB. You can't. Like, you might get beat one play, and then if you do got that ego, somebody gonna look at you and be like, come on, bro, you feel me? So it's like everybody got to be locked in and don't have no egos and be one. That's our main thing, just to be one.
Jammie, what do you attribute that oneness that's grown in the locker room to?
Just holding guys accountable. Like I hold myself accountable, and like I got that. I got a dog. I'm a dog, fam. So it's like if you a puppy, if you ain't no pit, you can't eat with us. So it's like everybody that's around me, dogs for real.
Y'all lost Jermaine and y'all lost Kier, but bring back pretty much everyone else who played last year for the defense. How confident are you? Despite losing two guys like that, the defense is going to be better top to bottom.
Jermaine was definitely a cheat code, and Kier definitely was that dog too. He always had it in him. But like next man up, like you say, next man up. And Fabo said it earlier. D-Mac, you got Jared, you got Leonard, you got Dennis Bridge, you got all them guys, and it's their time now. You know what I'm saying? Last year it was Kier and Jermaine time. Now this year it's their time.
Bringing back everybody, how confident are you the defense is going to be better top to bottom than it was?
For sure. It's different. Everybody flying around. The calls are easy because we learn it, still doing the same system, but just it's little tweaks in the game that you gotta change just so the offense won't pick up what you're doing. But yeah, like everything pretty much the same, and we're just confident, playing fast, and just locked in.
I know you guys have Duquesne first, but how much excitement is there about getting LSU early in the season?
We got to lock in on Duquesne, like you said, getting them out the way, go in, pop it off, big plays, stat games, and then when it's LSU. That's the game. After LSU, that's the game everybody going to look at Florida State, see what Florida State is, and we're going to show everybody what we is for real.
When I saw your time in South Carolina, you spent 2 years there. What do you kind of remember from those 2 years in Columbia? That's kind of where your college career kicked off.
Pretty much just the student of the game part. Just going in with Coach T-Rob and Coach Merchamp, them guys, wizards to the game when it comes to football. They know they're going to get on that board, they're going to write it down, they're going to show you what it is. So that's the main thing, just learning and being a student of the game, and then coming here just already being a student of the game, but just finding the blueprint that Coach Norvell and Coach Fuller and Coach Woodson, them guys wanted me to do, and I'm just here to do it.
Do you keep up with any guys from South Carolina still, or kept up what they don't?
A lot of I was supposed to put it up on JC, but he ain't hit me back. You know, he played for the Panthers down here, so yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of guys, and it's crazy because like I watched them guys, and now they in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right. It's only right. It's only right.
Keep those relationships despite transferring.
For sure. For sure. Like, me transferring, that ain't make me lose no friends. That ain't make me gain none. You feel me? It was a business decision. I made it. And the guys that understand, that's only who I really mess with. You feel me? I ain't really.
Last year, how, if any way, do you want to improve upon this year?
Getting the ball. Got to get the ball. That's how I'm going to get that money. Got to get the ball. That's my main thing, getting the ball, making plays. Being the guy that coach is going to call on as that playmaker. Like he said earlier, a playmaker. I want to be a playmaker.
So what do you do in the offseason? I mean, how do you kind of work to get the ball more, I guess?
I mean, like in certain coverages and stuff, you know, just being that student of the game, like I said earlier, knowing like which coverage we in and what the offense can run to beat that coverage, you know what I'm saying? Just being smart, just being IQ with the game, and getting that ball. That's my main focus, getting the ball.
I mean, if they throw to a different part of the field, though, doesn't that kind of hamstring?
That's why I play many positions. I go down that nickel, cover the slot. You feel me? Put me in the boundary at safety. Put me in the field at safety. You feel me? Put me at dime at linebacker.
You still expect to play a multitude of positions this year?
Yes, sir.
Somebody asked about all the changing parts in the secondary last year, but when you guys settled in with it, you and Akeem back there, how comfortable did you guys get, and how excited are you to be back there with him again?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was complicated. Like the first 6-7 weeks, like every game I'm going in with a different safety or a different corner, it was all out of control, honestly. But just getting everybody locked in, and the certain guys, that starting five that's out there, we all had to come together as one. And you know, just being confident in them coming back this year again with nobody leaving and everybody coming back, it's nothing but confidence. That's it. That's how you win in this game, being confident and knowing what you're doing, knowing your assignment.
What have AZ and Sam brought to that room since they're
young right now, but my main thing to them, I always tell them just stay in that film room, because you're not gonna get on the field. It don't matter how good you is. It don't matter if you get on that field and you don't know what the call is and you don't know how to execute the call when motion is coming and different formations and stuff, you ain't gonna be able to play, no matter how good you is. So that's my main thing. I always tell them boys is like stay locked in that film room. That's how I was when I was younger. So I can get out there and just be flying around and not, you know, being like a robot, don't know what the call is, what I'm doing, you know.
Is a winning season a realistic goal for you guys this year? Is a winning season a realistic goal for you guys?
All I'm saying to you is my head down and we working. That's all. But yeah, you know.
What do you notice when you look around the locker room or look around the practice field that make you think, yeah, I mean, this is a team that's going to be a winner this year?
Because we all back. It's the same faces. A couple new faces, you know, but everybody else back. And y'all, like y'all seen it was small games that made us lose, like small little mistakes.
Talk on the commissioner mentioned earlier about the NIL, about it being regulated. He even wants to get people from Washington involved on how much you can bring home. Are you a proponent of somebody else trying to pocket watch how much you bring home versus if you get a 6-figure deal, another player getting 7 figures?
All the NIL stuff is really pretty much based on like who you is and how you go out there and perform. Like that's how I look at it. Like I'm trying to go out there and make as many plays as I can so I can get them calls. You know what I'm saying? Them 6-figure calls you said. You feel me? I wouldn't really care because I'm in college. I'm in college after I'm already broke. So a little money gonna make me good. You feel me? So yeah. I'm just focused on making plays first, though, and then all them calls gonna come in.
But I want to ask you about. Say you broke.
This ain't nothing for real. This ain't.
But does NIL help though guys that are thinking about going pro after their junior year, maybe stay back because you can make some money in college?
It does help. Like just knowing you can come back and make some money. A little money can change a lot. It don't cost that much to live. As a college student anyways, housing stuff free, you really pocketing a lot of money anyway, so it's just pretty much how you use your money, and you feel me, that's pretty much it, how you use it.
I want to ask you about a game last year against NC State, Devin Leary's a quarterback.
as a defensive back, what does he do well when you watch that film into that game last year? What jumped off the page about you?
Game?
Yeah, about Devin.
The quarterback. Yeah, I mean, that game was on us, honestly. That game was on us, but he a good quarterback. We didn't scheme the right way though, but he's definitely a good quarterback. We're gonna see him this year.
What was there anything off the page about him? You said you didn't scheme the right way. Was there anything that he kind of took advantage of because you guys didn't scheme the right way?
Yes, he did. He took advantage of. We had I think 2 deep balls that game that we gave up, and that was just us in coverage. Like I said earlier, bro. We was what game was NC State? What number?
It was like the game everybody was sick.
That was the flu.
Yeah.
You feel me? We had a lot of stuff going on, and not making an excuse, but we definitely that. Last year was a year where we had a lot of experience, 0-4 start, guys not playing in the games and stuff. But yeah, like I said, he's a good quarterback. I ain't taking that away from him, but we definitely had some stuff where we messed up and we busted coverages and we gave them the game type stuff. So, it was all good though.
You picked up from Albany the transfer. How do you see him making an impact on the defense?
He got a motor. He's 100 miles per hour every play. That's what I like about him. And he's gonna show you that he got that dog in him. And you're not gonna block him one-on-one. He's gonna beat to the ball. He's gonna make plays, and that's what we need.
When they put, you guys put a couple freshmen out there in the secondary last year, Kevin and Duke. What's that like as an older guy? Do you trust them right away, or
I played as a freshman too, so it was kind of like give him a chance. You feel me? You can't knock nobody, and them boys got out and they did what they supposed to do. Most guys don't do that. Most guys go in 5 stars out of high school and don't play a snap. Them boys not 5 stars that you just mentioned, but they went out there and they played, and now they start right now. So you feel me? Them boys confident, and I'm confident in them.
For Duke to do that against Miami is basically his first start. Go out and have a bunch of PBUs.
Exactly. He a dog. Like I said, you can't be no pit. You can't be no poodle hang with pit bulls. You feel me? Them boys pits.
Sure. And speaking about that, I remember from the recruiting process, you're one of the most competitive guys around.
Yes, sir.
You've now been at 2 schools where Clemson is one of the main rivals.
Yes, sir.
Are you looking forward to welcoming the Tigers into Death Valley this year?
Yeah, we got
because you do have that history there.
Right. We slipped up. The games when we played Clemson last year, we small stuff. It's always small things, and we just gotta limit them small mistakes, and we'll win the game for sure.
Is that one of the games that you kind of looked at on the schedule?
Definitely.
And you're like, okay, we got him at home. And
I ain't gonna lie, all the games. I want to finish this season out with a bang, national championship, all that. We just got to do it and lock in.
What is the perception legal out of Clemson? Slipped last year, 10-3 record, didn't win the conference. Is there a perception that they're there for the getting?
Talking about Clemson?
Yeah.
Everybody beatable. We gonna see them. Yeah, we gonna see them for sure. I ain't gonna say too much. We gonna see them though.
Thanks, man.
For sure.
I know with NIL and everything, man, you got one of those names that you can kind of play with nicknames and all that. You Jammie Wilson, Robinson, whatever. Have you thought about any of that? Have you thought about marketing, putting that marketing out there to kind of build some buzz around yourself? It's
a process, but like I was saying, bro, I gotta make plays. I gotta put my name out there. I gotta be that dog so people can call me. You know what I'm saying? Right now, NIL is new to everybody, and only the guys that got that name that you were saying, got that swag, got that name, that's the guys that's getting paid. So that's all I'm trying to do, make them plays.
And then on top of that, man, you saying make them plays, man, you do make the plays on the field, man. You made some really big tackles. You're a guy who in open space, there ain't too many guys that's getting around you.
Right.
You come from a long line. You're with Florida State now, and you come with a long line of guys like Dion and those guys that have come down the pipe from Florida State. Does you take pride in that? Is that something that you look at and you like, man, I'm next up?
You know when Florida State winning, everybody gonna love us. So we just gotta win. That's all we focus on, winning. Once we win, everything gonna fall in place. Like you were saying, I made plays, yeah. Compared to somebody else that play at a different school, you know what I'm saying? My stats it's gonna boast, but you feel me? We ain't accomplished what we need to accomplish yet. So we just focus on doing that, and then that's gonna speak for itself. I can't be the only person in our group doing balling. That ain't gonna look good for our whole group. Everybody got to play. They can throw the other side of the field. You feel me? So everybody just got to step up, and everybody got to be one.
And then on top of that, man, I know the dream is to be a professional player, man. That's every guy's dream. At this point in your career, I know you're focused on the college season, but at the next level, man, is it anybody that you look forward to saying, like, man, I want to line up across from that guy and show him what I really got?
It's a lot of guys, honestly. It's a lot of guys. I'm just ready to get there, but right now, locked in. Then that's gonna come. Like it's 5-6 months away, but I'm locked in right now. But for sure that.
I appreciate you, boss.
For sure.
One thing from you, boss. Can I get a Jammie Robinson?
Yeah, this is Jammie Robinson, man. I appreciate you for doing this interview.
I appreciate you.
For sure, man.
Jammie, last year you guys were around a lot of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got to roll with the punches, but was that difficult chemistry-wise to kind of?
It was real difficult. Like it was complicated. I really hated it just because like I'm going in the game and I got a different safety and I got a different corner and so the communication already is gonna be out of whack. So it was like having to get used to it. Like I promise you, like every day I went home, I used to be upset just because like how it's going. Like but we all had to lock in and this year for sure like. We got the guys, we got the pieces. We just got to put the puzzle together.
You mentioned the puzzle pieces, like you were able to kind of put that together at the end of the year. How nice, I guess, then was that?
It was late, but it was good too, though. It was good too, and it happened for a reason. I feel like that fuel started towards the end, and then you feel me. Now we finna get ready. The season starting. It's gonna be that for real.
Thomas and McCall are new guys who may eventually work into the mix. Guys, what have you seen from them this offseason?
I mean, they athletic. You feel me? They got all the skill sets. It's just the film part and just being able to execute the calls. That's the only thing that'll keep a young player from playing. Just like not going in the game and not knowing the calls and not knowing how to execute the play. That's the only thing. But I feel like them boys getting confident, and I've been like on them about that film because that's the most important thing. So that's all I got to say about that.
You've been around for a couple of eras of college football, pre-NIL and now post-NIL. I know it's still forming, but has it changed your experience at all? Last year to this year, has NIL changed your experience? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because just any money is enough. You know what I'm saying? And just like college students, we all go through everything, but we go through stuff, and it's like. If you get a little money in your pocket, that'd be good, And my main thing is just to get my name out there, just to make my plays, and because at the end of the day, NIL is kind of like a selfish thing because it's about you. It's not about the team. It's really mainly about you, So just getting myself locked in and make the plays for it.
So season. Obviously, we're going to get through most of the off season. And besides yourself, is there anybody on the team that you cannot wait to kind of see on the field next season?
See what they're going to bring to the table?
Yeah.
I got a lot of guys, man. It's really like my whole group, like because we was honest truth, like my group was I would say like not the worst group, but it's just like. We was the group that everybody looked at when it came down to it, like, okay, y'all boys gotta fill some shit in, you know what I'm saying? So my bad, I'm sorry for cussing. But once we all looked in the mirror and seen like, yeah, we the group that gotta step up, it came easier, and now it's easier now because we all looked in the mirror at each other and just seen like this what we gotta do and this what we gotta get done.
You also mentioned getting money this year. So were you looking to get sponsorships or anything like that?
Everything that requires money, I need it. Honestly, that's it.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Good luck this season.
Yes, sir.
Jammie, from the time you first got to Florida State culturally to where it is now, I guess what's been the biggest difference, the biggest change in the last year and change or so?
I think just us maturing. Like me personally, like I was new to everything last year, and it was like, bro, like my mom's house got on fire during spring training. You feel me? Like it was a whole lot. I had to go back and forth from home. Just on a personal note, like I was like really like going through it, just like you mentioned earlier, like just going through it. Each week I got somebody different in the game, and the chemistry is not all the way there. It was a lot, but I feel like that made us mature as a whole group, like, and me myself, like, look at life different and just don't take nothing for granted. That's my main thing. Like, it's my senior year, can't take none at all for granted.
point when the maturity kind of shifted, when as a group and you personally, like when that kind of turned the corner?
Once we started winning, I ain't gonna lie. Once we like started winning and we just looking like, bro, come on, bro. Like we look back at the losses we had. It was like, dang. But once we started winning, bro, that changed the whole. That changed everybody's mindset, honestly.
Was there a moment for you guys in the secondary? Because you said you felt like you were letting the defense down. Did you guys get together on your own? Did you go meet up with Coach Fuller?
It was that, and then it was we had to schedule meetings and call team meetings just to like talk. Like, bro, yeah, we got to do this. Like, we got to change the narrative. Like, we get taken as a joke, kind of like early in the season and stuff like that. Oh, we Florida State, they taking us for granted, you know. So it was just mainly, bro, just getting that confidence up, and once we started winning, everybody came together more.
Describe the chemistry that you have with Akeem, because I mean that's one of the.
Me and Akeem.
Yeah.
One thing about me and him, we like you said, we starting together, like him being beside me permanently, and we bettered our relationship off the field. You know what I'm saying? Like on the field, yeah, we was brothers and stuff, but off the field now we hang out. You feel me? We get together, we watch film, we actually like put stuff in, like we put it in just to see what we're gonna get out at the end, and that's our main thing. We both seniors, and like, we talk about this every day. Like, it's crazy because we go home from PRPs and just like 7-on-7, we go home and talk about like, bro, we gotta, you feel me? We gotta get this together. We gotta change such and such. Like, we definitely like we locked in for sure. Like,
and one more about last year. Did you see Duke Cooper coming along in practice before we got to know him on the field? Because
when I was at Carolina, Duke was actually getting recruited by Carolina with T. Robin. So I already knew about him. I already knew he had that dog in him. I already knew he was a confident player and he was able to play as a youngin. So yeah, like I already had that relationship with him where I knew what he was going to be able to do. Appreciate y'all.
You mentioned the PRPs, and Jordan said that you guys